So traders, I want to just give you an update for you guys that are short-term traders. I know there's a lot of activity happening around gold and silver right now. And I want to give you some short-term updates around the actual hourly charts and the pattern that's forming right now. And I want to give you a bit of a cautionary bell about what I'm seeing and what we could actually see on the downside. Traders, make sure you've got access to that book. You can see that book on the screen there right now. Make sure you grab free access to that first link in the description there. Now, the reason why I'm doing this here, guys, is because I know a lot of short-term traders are... Now, this is very short-term, guys. This is just an hourly chart. But whenever we start to get... There's a warning sign that happens with these markets before we see any significant selling in the markets. And that is... Let me come back down to here. And I've talked about this before in the past, but... Typically what happens after a very big bull phase, you can see how we've had a very big bull phase through here. Look what actually happens. We go through this very big bull phase through here. This is a short-term chart as well too. But look what happens. We rally down, we rally up, we can't, and then we fail, and see how we actually rally down, and then we see a strong selling period. You can see here that like the same thing here as well, and even like the same thing here. This is this one here and this one here. Like these are just the examples of what could be happening in the warning signs around this level here. So we have these high lows in the markets. So the buyers are going high lows, high lows, high lows. We come down, we rally up, but we fail to break above the high. We actually now roll over and we start to head down. If we get something like that, we could probably see a bit of a strong selling period coming out of the markets, and we see that happening right now. This is the silver market here, and you can see what's happening on this silver market. Now, one thing you'll notice here is that we haven't actually gotten this whole very big strong bull market through here. There hasn't been any sort of lower high in the market. There hasn't been any of that period through there. Forget the moving average for a minute, but we can see here we've had these very nice moves all the way up, right? We've had these selling periods, but it hasn't actually made that lower high. Now, if we do right now as we speak, if silver does hold here, now I'm saying this is the if scenarios, and it's really interesting, right? It's like this is professional traders do this, by the way, guys. I hope you can see, like, this is what professional trading is all about. They go, okay, if silver does this, then this is what's likely to happen. Okay, it's people like, tell me what's going to happen. It's like, what planet are you on? It's like no one knows what's going to happen. But just like I shared with you a minute ago, if we do get that lower high, if we fail here on silver, right? If we fail here on the silver price, and then if we fail here, as you can see, if we fail and we start to roll over and we start to roll down through there, that's going to be a massive rounding top formation, and then that's probably going to start to see silver come back down. And the same thing, we're already overstretched from the moving average. You can see my top screen. This is my left chart, my weekly chart. So we're already overstretched here. So we're probably going to get some sort of a pullback. And on the right chart here, this is my blue moving average. This is my 52 moving average, and you can see we don't get too far away from it as well too. Now the really interesting thing is that line all through there is that whole breakout there. So this actually may even be a false breakout here, if that does form. But let's just bring it back up to here. As you can see, we're doing that through there. And this is the same thing for gold as well too, right? So I'm just giving you guys a bit of a warning here. I'm not saying this is definitely going to happen, but if we do start to get this rollover period, mark my words, we're going to see a nice selling period coming out of gold. And it may not be big and strong, but you can see here, left chart, look at this here. If I look at my left chart, the market doesn't get too far away from the moving average. We're already overextended on this weekly chart here, and you can see here as well too, we're already overextended here we don't get too far away from the moving average before we start to get some sort of pullbacks and whipsaws and so on and so forth. So this is a very big vertical move. We're expecting some sort of pullback anyway, out of the market. And even if that was just say a 50% retracement from there to there, right, let me just sync this in layout so you can see it there. So if I did do that and I blew this up here, so even on a sort of a small level basis here, we could see possibly if that did happen here on gold, just looking at that level there, somewhere about that level there anyway. Yeah, so if we did get this, what I'm talking about here, this rolling over effect right now, then we're probably going to see some really strong selling. And again, I'm just doing this here because if you guys are very leveraged long right now and you're hoping silver and gold's going to go up, and if we do get a significant selling period, which we're likely to anyway because we're very overextended, I'm just doing this here to try to protect you guys because I know there's a lot of people out there just really leveraging right now on the long side. Now again, we're talking about an hourly chart here, guys. Anything can happen over the next week or two, but we'll talk about it here on the hourly chart. But as you can see here, that we haven't actually had any significant lower highs ever since these bottoms here done through September, then in October and November, right? And even through this period through here as well too. So this hourly chart, guys, this big drop to the downside and this rollover is a bit of a warning sign. And once again, if we, as I just shared with you a minute ago, that if we do get this rolling over effect, we come down and we start to break down through there, then gold is probably then going to start to see a move from where it is now. Maybe we're going to start to see a 7 to maybe even a 10% drop down towards those low levels through there, which that's just a 50% retracement from there. So we could see a quite a bit of a drop. So gold and silver could see a bit of a significant drop. It's about that for the gold price. If we use the same thing for silver as well. And again, we're very overextended here, even on the silver price. Let's just use this bottom here, this bottom to top. Let's just sink that in layout there, and we'll be able to use the exact same sort of analysis here on a rough basis here. And if silver does break that, then we could start to see potentially even if we do break this level here, then we could start to see maybe a 15 or maybe even a 20% drop out of silver, which is back down to that level. That's that 50% retracement overall, which is this level through here. We're pretty far away from the moving average, so roughly this level here, you can see here, both these moving averages are pretty far away. We're pretty far away, so we're likely to get some sort of a pullback anyway. But if we do get that on the hourly charts, we're probably likely to come to just 38% retracement on a bare minimum on a level there. So again, we're due for, even if this is going to continue into a very big strong bull market, we will get, just like gold's done all year, right? And all for the last couple of years, we will get, for gold to continue, we will get these corrections, these pullbacks, these sideways. And as you can see here, this one here was a 6% drop, right? From high to low, that one there was about a 10% drop. As you can see, this high to low here was another 10% drop. So if we do go from where we are right now, we're looking at probably just another 10% drop. You can see these drops through here. So if gold is going to continue up to 5,000, 10,000, like a lot of people say, I don't think so. I think we're at the very top, but let's see what the market tells us. But on a very short-term minimum basis, you can see even if that's the case, we're likely to get, on a short-term level basis, we're likely to get that little short-term correction out of the markets there. And these markets do start to give us warning signs. And the rule number one is, what's the actual trend? What's the market doing? And as you can see, the hourly chart's starting to give us some potential warning signs here. Strong move up, strong move down. Same for silver as well too. Strong move down. We're now rallying back up. If we do start to break down, then we could start to see some strong selling on the downside. So this is a bit of a warning sign for you guys that are short-term traders anyway. This long-term investors, who cares about this, right? This is just short-term traders. This is what's likely to maybe come over the next couple of weeks. If we do start to see this pattern form here, then mark my words, we're probably going to start to see some stronger selling coming into the gold and silver. So traders, before you leave today, I want to give you an invite to apply for my John's Inner Circle coaching program. This is my top level coaching program, and this is for only serious people only. This group right now currently is only around 15 people, so it's only a real small group because I'm with you every single week in that small group. This whole group here, this John's Inner Circle, is about giving you exactly what you need to know on how to identify a really good high quality setup, trade management techniques, how I scan the markets, and so much more. Plus also every single week I'm doing live coaching sessions that help you with every single area that goes into becoming a good trader and so much more. So this is only for serious people only. This is my top level coaching program. It's only a real small group. But if you're at the point right now where you are absolutely serious about becoming disciplined and you really want to make commitment to becoming a good trader, then my inner circle may be a good fit for you. If you go to getjohnshelp.com, that's an application form. Go fill that out right now, and you and I will have a good chat on the phone, and I'll see where you're at, and you'll be able to see more about the actual coaching program. And if we're a good fit, then maybe we can move together from there. But if you're real serious about this and you really want to take this to a whole brand new level, and you want to be more than 95% of traders lose money in the markets, and if you finally want to start to crack into the top 5% and even the top 1%, then this may be a good fit for you. So go to getjohnshelp.com right now. Apply for that. It's only for the first 10 people only. And I look forward to speaking to you on the phone real soon.